Hey everyone, Christine I see here and welcome back to the channel. So I was informed after I posted the last installation video of the van that there was still more. And there is. It's about a good 5-6 minute video of kind of the ribs, getting the insulation in the ribs and the sliding door. And this just shows you how we did it and get it all in there and how we're kind of being very, just get in every nook and cranny that we can, because the next video I'm going to show you, we actually took the van out for a quick trip. The insulation is great. So it gave us a great test run. But let me get those two videos. I'm just gonna post them once they're all set and done. Not caring what day. I know I've been doing more Tuesdays, but let's just get this done so we're caught up, and then I can work on the electrical. So enjoy.
We're working on the insulation a little bit more. In particular, we're trying to put some insulation into these small ceiling ribs, or the roof ribs there. What we've used is a little electrical fish tape across to the side, taped it to the insulation, and now we're going to try to pull it through, see if we can get some of these little nooks and crannies full of insulation also. All right. All right, just like so. It worked actually pretty well. Nope. Nope. Sorry.
It gets caught on something. There's something.
No, yeah, right at the end there. It hit that when I had to pull the wire through too. Pull it back. There's one side that's more open than the other.
Right.
Hold on. Actually, back it up. I'm going to feed it from here. The problem is that's so tight there, we're not going to make it through that.
Like here too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We're going to be able to pull there and we'll have to push from the other end. Okay, right here. Okay. As far as you can go. No. There you go. How about that? Looks like we knew what we were doing. We're continuing on the insulation here this morning. Last we put insulation into these ribs by pulling it through with some fish tape into a lot of the nooks and crannies everywhere we could. Now I'm working on the sliding door. When you take off the sliding door on the inside, the panel that's in there, and then the plastic is not insulated at all. So we're going to insulate that with a layer of Reflectix and then a layer of Thinsulate. To do the Reflectix, I'm just cutting it into small pieces and shoving it in there the best we can. There's a lot of little, wires and braces for the door, things you have to cut around. I'm just doing the best I can to fill that up and cover it as good as possible. I'll show you. So you can see here, this panel comes off. It's got a lot of the little insert nuts. Then you just have to then pull out the pin, and this comes out with a little pry. Then there's some Torx nut screws at the bottom. And then there's these plastic panels, and they just have a little rubber sealant with them. And once you get it peeled off, starting away from the metal, it'll usually come off in one nice piece. Sometimes it comes off of the plastic there. You just have to put it back on when you push it back together. But you can see there's quite a few different cables in here. The mechanism to open the door, the lock, sensors to make sure the door's open or closed. So what I'm doing then is just around those, I'm cutting some Reflectix and just pushing it into place. You have to cut around and cut some lines in it so that way you can pull it in place. And I'm going to get the best coverage we can there. And then the same thing with the thin slate. We'll just put in pieces and fill this up the best we can. Here's a layer of Reflectix in there. Let's see, I just would cut around openings like that so I could kind of squeeze it in there in different ways. I've got a pretty good coverage. I mean, is it perfect? No, because again, there are a few little gaps like that, but it covers it 95%. The wires seem to hold it in there well. I did not glue this in with all the way this is, as tight as this is around these wires and so forth. I don't expect it to move. It's hard enough to get it in there. Same thing with the thin slate. I'm sure I'm gonna have to stuff it around corners in there. I'm sure it'll hold on its own. And here's the finished door. Again, for the thin slate, I just cut it into small pieces and cut, grooves in it to stuff it into place best we can. Again, the wires that are in there and the cables will hold it in place nicely.
Come on. She ready to go. Good girl.
Here we go. Christine's driving the van. Now you drove it before when we came back anyway, so this is like a first trip in it though, but so
Kind of our first real official trip.
right.
But
And I have to say, my first impression driving in it since we've done the work in it, in the back here now because of the insulation, it's super quiet.
yeah, it is.
Don't hear a lot of wind noise. I don't hear a lot of wind noise off the roof rack or the awning, the solar, all those things up there. That's actually really pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
Right.
It seems warmer.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Also, the rear view and side view cameras, they're not picking up very well.
Yeah.
So the camera mount jiggles a little bit, so we're going to have to do something to secure that a little bit better. But it's nice.